Around here, I'm the king. And it's good to be king.
I'm the queen, and the queen is always right.
I'm the queen in training, and someday this is going to be all mine.
They are dog people. I love them. But living with them can make you crazy.
In our New Jersey school, I'm the boss. But here, forget about it.
I'm the jester, here to serve people who've gone to the dogs.
As an instructor here, I know all about sheer madness.
Yes, it's okay. Don't bark at the cars. Didn't have to hurt you. It's all right. Enjoy walking them to work, as long as it's not raining and it's not too hot. A stroller for dogs. They are my children, so I don't see any strangeness about it personally. I think it's rather cute. Nash Academy is a world-renowned grooming school that is, the reputation is unbelievable.
People love their pets. And this is global. This is not just here.
Most people out there think of their dogs as little children.
And you be a good boy.
You know he will.
And more, the dog, he sleeps in the bed. You know, my dog sleeps in the bed with me. So I want my dog clean. And I don't want him shedding all over. What we do, number one, keeps the dog looking good.
Darling. Oh, she looks so pretty.
You want to do the same kind?
But aside from that, it is our responsibility as pet groomers to be tuned in with what's going on with that dog. The veterinarian sees the dog once a year for his shots or if the dog gets sick. I see the dog every week or every 2 weeks or every 4 weeks, every 6 weeks. You know, they're a nice dog and they pet the dog and everything, but I know if there's a lump growing under here before the client knows that in most cases.
The Nash way is loving animals, taking pride in what you do.
Okay, you're ready. You can go get a bath.
Following through with policies, safety, sanitation, everything that we really enforce.
We can make it a better place. We can make it a better place for the puppies, the dogs. We can make it a better place for the profession. I groomed out of my home for 5 years, and in fact, I was pregnant with Tanya, and I had my 8 dogs that I had to groom and finish up, and it was like, well, Miss Tanya could be on her way.
Her water broke, went to the hospital, had me, and then came back and started grooming again.
I was good when I was alone. But when Viv came in the picture, she really added what Nash didn't have. She had a great name. I had a great name. She had won International Groomer of the Year. I own the Nash Academy, and the two of us together gained a respect for Nash that I probably would not have achieved had I been alone in this. We made the decision that we wanted to be together. And my first inclination was Manhattan, darling. But Tanya was young then, and Viv came up, and she looked around and she said, my little girl won't survive up here. She's come out of Lexington. It became evident that if we were going to keep both schools and keep the name and keep the drive and keep the movement, that we had to sell one school. So, Joey.
Since the day I've been born, John has known me.
He's a character. We love him dearly. He's like our son. I think Johnny feels like he's almost raised him in one way or another.
Just take the Northeast personality and take the Kentucky Southern personality, and that's the difference.
Okay. No, don't work like that.
It's sunk right in.
Doesn't work like that around here.
We're a strong team, so we bring the family in. We feel and encourage teamwork. We have our Nash family.
I've been in the industry for 7 years. I started out just washing dogs, became an intern, and then stayed on to become an instructor.
I've been here for about 2.5 years. I started as an instructor, and then I turned in somewhere along the lines to head instructor, and I love it.
Nikki is this bubbly person.
I've gotten unbelievable opportunities here, like getting to work with Berno.
I'm a professional handler, groomer, breeder.
We met Berno in Switzerland 5 or 6 years ago.
And of course, we both said, this guy's got something on the ball. You know, I like what's coming out of his mouth. Although he's a bit of a handful at times, and we go at it, but he knows what he's doing.
And I told Johnny, I said, we have to have him on our team.
He comes from the show world. We come from the pet world.
Usually when somebody asks how many dogs I have, I say I don't count my friends.
How many dogs do you have in the house? In the household?
It's between 60 and 70 adults.
You're out of your mind.
For me, it's all about the dog.
We brought him over as a guest instructor in the school, and enjoyed working with him, and he brought a lot to the picture.
Political correct, I should say. I miss my family. I do miss them, but I miss my dogs.
He can go on about dogs from morning until night.
They're 5 weeks old, they're this big, they're good 10, 12 pounds. You know, they tear the whole place down. If I have to make a decision between a human being and one of my dogs, I will vote for my dogs. That's bottom line.
I love dogs, and I love my little dog, but comes a time in my life where I just want to say, will you just shut up already?
Some people do understand, some people don't. Tell you the truth, I don't care.
It's been interesting with Berno living here because he's definitely an alpha.
Come on, Berno, we gotta go.
Johnny? Where is Johnny?
He's in the car waiting for you.
He's not in the car, don't lie. You know, we see him standing outside.
This tall, good-looking guy comes walking in, and he was like a walking encyclopedia.
I can tell you about the triads. I can tell you about how many hairs are sitting on the belly. I can tell you how many hairs are sitting on the back, and I can tell you about if it has like a marrow in the hair, and if it doesn't have a marrow in the hair, I can tell you about the pigmentation.
Berno's interesting.
And we've had some very heated discussions, especially when we're talking about determined and undetermined hair growth.
How long does the hair on a wire fox terrier get?
Right.
Till it's genetic length.
Wait, no. How long?
Like this.
Approximately. So it's undetermined to know the exact length, is what you're saying.
If you teach your students what type of coats there are, right, and what they can expect with a certain type of coat, you're not the laughing stock of what is ever out there.
He knows a lot about dogs, but when he branches off into other areas, he still likes to try to take that, I know everything.
I don't battle as much as these guys do, I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's funny sometimes I'm sitting there and I usually just sit back and say, okay, you just tell me when the smoke clears.
I know that a wire will not grow to this long.
How long will
But we didn't say that.
And I won't hold my opinion back.
Cat nail is different
Yeah,
than
I
a dog
know,
nail,
I know.
right? Cat
What's
nail
the
will come off.
Yeah.
I don't know, they shed.
Retractable.
It's the outer shell.
I'm right there to make sure that if he says something wrong, I have to say, nah, you're not right.
We have our little disagreements again. He's very strong-minded. Determined hair growth is like your eyebrows. Undetermined is like your hair. It just continues to grow. Sir Barno here says it only grows to a certain length.
And then stops.
And I disagree with that.
The only catch to this is that when it all comes down,